Good morning and welcome to Watch Roll Scrap. This is the second session for digital scrapbooking today. Today is Saturday, October the 1st. And I'm going to be using the three collabs, the blog hop and the two free with purchases to create a layout today. And I pulled up all three of my templates. So this is the one that was in the blog hop. This is the second free with purchase. And then that's the third. And then for my newsletter subscribers, let me show you the.
And if you missed the blog hop, it is on sale for $5 this weekend.
Right.
$5 whole. One of the best deals if you missed any part of the blog hop or you missed it completely, because life.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. There's the newsletter one, which
so
I may
cute.
use that one because I'm looking at these
I like that
photos.
one.
It has the three vertical photos. So,
Good point.
I'm sorry, that's so funny. She had a bad hair day. I need to scrap that. So, but I'm gonna scrap. I don't always scrap about Daniel.
Oh, it's been a
So
while since we've had a Daniel page.
I really need to get it together because he graduates this year.
No! Isn't he still in
Yes.
6th grade? Come on.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he's still in 6th grade and, not doing his homework. Like
Oh
every
no.
6th grade boy.
Yeah. He is killing it. He is
Oh my
just killing it.
goodness.
Yeah. And so if you missed me showing this off, I think I showed it off maybe last month. I can't remember.
Oh, wow.
But he's all handsome.
He has so got your cheeks.
Yes.
Like, I see that Cheryl smile cheeks. Kim
Yeah.
says he's very handsome.
He's growing out his hair. So I can't think if I don't know if I took a recent photo of him or not. Let's see.
Hello, Jen, and Yvonne's back, and
Yeah.
Kelly slipped in, and Angela's here too, and Christine.
Okay, so yeah, he got new glasses, so that's why I took these photos, but he's wanting his hair to grow out. So it's a little,
Moppy messy.
yeah, which he's, he's old enough, he doesn't need me to tell him about that.
That was a very nice way of saying that.
Yeah, I think that was the only, yeah.
The only recent one you got.
Okay, so let's come over here and see which photos I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use these outside ones.
It's always hard when the hair is like in that in between. Like even when it's my own hair, I hate when it's in that in between space.
Oh yeah, Kelly, she says she loves that photo of Bryce Young.
Yep.
I was like, I don't know.
Isn't it the football player up there, or is it
Yeah,
that one?
that one.
Like, I don't know my football players. Sorry, guys.
So
I just assumed it was one of the two football players.
yeah. So on game day, I usually save the graphic they post. Alabama football post on their Facebook page. So, it'll make a good like collage page to have each one of them, because this year they're doing it different. They're highlighting a player and then you'll see the game day, which just will have who we were playing and then, the time. So
It's a really cool
anyway,
graphic because it's very like
yeah,
it's not overwhelming. This is the game. It's like, nope, the game was here, but hey, we're celebrating this.
Yeah,
Even that
and
one, the graphic
here's,
is nice and small.
yeah, and this one, I like, I like that one too. Oh, and this is so funny. It's been nice enough to, um,
Are your windows open?
yes, and then she's standing there. She's so tall.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to Olivia and I said, Holly Bell thinks she's a people. She's
Yep.
standing at the window. Okay, I'm going to close out these and keep this one. And I need to save it before I save over it, which would not be good. And let's do Watch Cheryl Scrap Live Saturday AM. All right, so that's
All right.
there. And then
And Kathy has come, and so has, I thought I saw Monica. Yep, Monica's here too. We have lots of people today. I like that there's a fire, like an old red truck on a, I thought it was a fire truck, but it's just an old red truck on a shirt.
yes.
It's a nice little graphic.
All right, I'm just gonna do some basic.
So all the sales for the weekend are open. If you've missed them, they're out there. They're in the store. The free with purchases is what Cheryl's going to scrap with today, as well as the blog hop, which if you missed it, you can pick up for $5. And then if you're a subscriber to Cheryl's newsletter, she sent out an extra coupon in that to check out, along with the links for
Yes.
grab bags. There's
All right.
games galore to go play. Pick your prize ends tonight, right?
Yes.
It's like, I'm pretty sure pick your prize ends tonight. So if you want to pick your prize, go get that done quick. So, oh, yep, 11 o'clock tonight Eastern time. So don't wait till the last minute because it can take time. There's lots of fun prizes in there. Or lots of fun prizes. There's lots of fun products to pick from. Yeah, the newsletter had so much stuff. The free template didn't show until I clicked show whole message.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes that happens for Cheryl on big weekends. But yes, that's true. Thanks for pointing that out, Renee. If you missed it, there was a free template in Cheryl's newsletter. You just may have to click show whole message. And I know Bart's been jumping around. If you're playing Find the Bart,
Jump, jump.
jump around.
Bart will make you jump, jump.
Bart will make you jump, jump. Oh, goodness.
He needs a theme song, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have made my edits. I'm going to export these really quick.
Renee doesn't like Bart. She's good with him just going away.
Well,
Not for everybody. That's okay.
that's okay.
We've got other games going on if you want to go check them out. I know yesterday people were working on the Logic game. Oh, and because it's the beginning of October, all the October challenges are out too. So those are all out. And I did something a little different. Did you see it,
What?
Cheryl? I gave everybody a word prompt. And based on your word prompt, you pick what you put on your layout.
Oh. I will have to try this. Okay, did I not export all of them or just one of them? No?
Oh, Bethany, where are you speaking? She's hoping to do some scrapping between her speaking engagements.
Okay. What are you doing here?
Oh, thanks, Monica. It was something different, something random.
Okay, I had to refresh. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, if you get through all the DSD challenges and scraps and you're like, oh, I need more, the monthly challenges are out. So there's a
Well,
lot of fun stuff happening.
holy cow.
And Cheryl apparently has too much stuff open.
Two. I'm like, okay, I've got that one, and that one, and that one. They should all be there.
Bethany's got a lot of speaking going on. All in a week. She's got multiple people that she's meeting with, small groups, 2 churches, a conference, and a women's luncheon.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot. Oh, yes. Do not feel like you have to look at any of the monthly stuff. It will all be there on Wednesday.
There it is. Lord, I was having a hard time there. Okay.
Monica says, thanks for all the free templates, Cheryl.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Okay. Let's drag these over. Get them going.
He just looks so grown up.
I know. Now I am going to do a little healing brush. I prefer to do it over Lightroom. Yeah. Just, I'm not going to do a lot. Just those 2 little ones, I think. Let's see.
So school pictures now, they offer to retouch your photos.
Yes.
And I don't like it.
It depends on the photographer. Olivia's was horrible, the retouching, but it's the same photographer, so maybe she took it into, account.
Well, I've seen, I haven't done it. I'm just like, whatever, I'll fix it in Photoshop later. It's fine.
Right.
But I saw one where what did they do? They like took off people's freckles and stuff.
Yes.
And I'm like, freckles are like a part of the kid. Like I can see taking off acne. That's, that's not yours forever. But taking off freckles is kind of weird.
This is wrong spot.
I've taken off my own acne on occasion.
Yeah.
Not very often, but sometimes. Renee says they had church photos done and it would have cost $45 to retouch the photos. Wow, per photo or like for all of them? I love freckles too. Bethany says she had to get professional photos done for her current job, and the photographer retouched her face by copying one eye to the other side. If that makes sense. It makes sense what you're saying, but that makes no sense for why you would do that. She's like, I look so fake. Yeah. I don't know. It's funny because it seems like, I don't know if it's like, well, they're charging for this or they're paying for this, so I must go as far as I can, or what?
I don't know.
But it's kind of weird.
I don't know why this particular photo looks so dark.
She says, I don't know why he did that. I think one eye was more closed than the other, but that's the unfortunate reality. Well, and that happens. Like, your eyes are not identical.
Okay, so I'm going to bump up the brightness a little bit on that bottom one.
Kayla says, removing acne is one of the times I wish we could Photoshop ourselves in real life. Hey, I've seen people do it with makeup. So apparently makeup is the real Photoshop in real life. I'm just not that good at makeup. Oh, Renee says they chose one photo that they could get.
What's that little meme? Sorry, I'm holding the.
Huh? What meme?
Okay. The one where it says, I'm sorry, you can't see me like, you see me on Facebook essentially, at, my head tilted 45 degrees and you're looking down on me because you're supposed to, get a good angle. She was like, I'm mad about it too. Yeah.
Renee says they chose one photo they could get a free 8x10, but if she wanted her neck fixed up, it was going to cost $45. Wow, so
Lord.
$45 per photo. That's crazy.
Okay,
I don't know what they charge for the school pictures because I disregarded it. Actually, you know what? My son didn't even buy school pictures this year. He just bought the class photo. He told me he likes the pictures I take better. And
there
I
you
was
go.
like, that's so sweet of you. And I'm like, so that means you have to give me a photo shoot. And he's like, yeah, I know.
But he's willing to do it.
Yeah, I guess he's willing to have me do it than then get the school ones. So I'm just like, I'm fine with that. I get it. I mean, I know that a lot of times they're not like real photographers or anything. They're just people they hire, especially the elementary level seems to be sometimes very young people. Because the same company does school photos that does, or not the same company. Yeah, I think it's the same company that does the school photos at the different, yeah, that does all the school photos at the different schools. And he hasn't liked either of the school photos he's gotten. So. Renee said no thanks. She scanned it, put the original in a frame, and she'll fix it when she does a layout about it. Monica says my son's hair is poking up in his school photo, and I love it. Aw. I had somebody on Facebook post 2 photos of their kids, and they're like, here's the thing. This is exactly who they are. And one of them is like happy as can be, and the other one is just like total grumpy cat. And you're like, yep, that is those 2 kids. And she's like, I would be so sad if they hadn't caught these because this is exactly who they are. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've met your children. I know your children. That's exactly who they are. Don't Photoshop a smile on that face. You have to earn her smiles.
Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Yep.
I love that striped paper. It makes me so happy.
This one, the
Yes.
background or the plaid?
That one, the plaid.
It's Allison's. She's rocks. She totally rocks
She does. She rocks color combos and plaids and stuff. And it's such a, you know what? I think that's the thing is the free with purchases are such happy colors. They make me very happy to look at.
happy. Okay, I think I'm gonna change that to that dark.
Well, happy early birthday, Renee. She's 67 on Tuesday, so she's got wrinkles. She earned every single one of them. Why try to look 25? And that's not me.
Right?
Yep. It's always a little weird when I see a photo that I'm like, yeah, that's obviously been retouched and photoshopped because you're like, I know you in real life and you're like 75. You do not have the face of a 20-year-old. Sorry. It's fun to see you work with your own templates because you're like, oh, what should I put here? What should I put there?
There. Yep. What's here? What's there? I think I'm gonna add.
So what's everybody doing today?
Are you just shopping or are you challenging or
Renee's football? Ooh, what time's your game? Kim's gonna scrapbook, but she has to pay bills. Can I recommend shopping before you pay bills? Because then, it can be like, oh, oops, already bought it. Sorry. I know. Shop responsibly. Renee's got online game at 1 and the Buckeyes at 3:30. Kim says, of course. She likes the idea too. Let's see. Michelle says she's scrapped. She's starting her Rockstar bingo list. Bethany is shopping, listening, challenging, preparing for speaking, meeting people for dinner, hanging out at a hotel. May your hotel internet keep up with you.
Right.
Kayla's going to scrap while she watches General Conference. Yep. That's my house too.
Yep, I'm
It'll be
scrapping
fun.
until 2:30. What time is your conference?
My time, it's
Yeah.
at noon to 2. I was trying to think, I'm like, when is
When is it?
let me think. Some of the DSD game scrap titles are confusing. Oh no! We have both 2 truths and a lie and 2 truths and a wish.
What?
I did not notice that. I am sorry, Michelle. Um, yeah, that I will agree with that. I will take that feedback and I will make sure that that gets fed back. We have a game called Two Truths and a Wish, and we have a game called One Truth and One Lie.
Ah,
So it's a little confusing there. I get that. I can totally get that. We have a couple of games that some of the aspects are similar. She's like, it only matters for Rockstar bingo tracking. Yeah, the easiest thing is always just to look for your face and see if you have posted in that one already for the ones that are just one post. Some of them you can post multiple times. So you post a couple of times and you can get a couple of entries. I always recommend looking at the ones that don't have a lot of posts because that, the more entries in those ones, the more chance you have of winning, right?
yes.
Yeah, but see, that's mountain time, Kayla. She's like 10 and 2. I'm like, no, because 10 is already gone. Oh. Michelle says it helps there's links in the original post of the thread. Is that in the Rockstar one or is that that there's the links? Yeah. I was like, we usually put those links all in there. But yeah. Sorry about that. We do try and keep them different.
Yeah. We're doing
Our
what we can. We're
Holly
doing what we can.
Wrangler does a good job. Speaking of which, I hope y'all saw that there is a guest Polly call out there.
Yeah.
If you haven't, you should go check it out.
Check it out. Check it out.
Michelle says the Rockstar Bingo is a nice to-do list of all our options. That's awesome, and a chance to still win too. Bethany says she's loving the page.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, I clicked the wrong one anyway. I was like trying to share the Polly and I clicked her post as opposed to the actual announcement. Sorry. Here, let me change that. Oh, Ferdy can't hear us. Oh.
Oh, that happened yesterday. Somebody had to do.
Yesterday, well, I know it's not going to help her because she can't hear us talking.
Yeah.
Yesterday, had to log out and back in to get the sound working. Monica thinks Monica's having issues hearing too, but she thinks it's just her connection. You know what's funny is both Michelle and Kathy posted and they both started with I saw the call. And so at first I thought one person had posted it twice. But Michelle says she hopes to be a Polly someday, but right now she's spending most of her time teaching little kids. That's good too.
Kids.
Kathy saw the call and she's dithering about it because she's on so many teams at the moment and doesn't think she can fit any more in. It's good to know your limits. It really is. I mean, it sucks when you're like, oh, I really want to do that, but it's like, oh,
But
but yeah, I had to do some of that balancing this weekend. I'm like, oh, I really want to go to the rummage sale, but I already have these other commitments, so I need to not.
a rummage sale, so good.
It's our city rummage sale. It's
Oh
not even
wow.
like just a random little one. They do it at our big park. And so you can get a table. I can't remember if it's $5 or $10. It's something really cheap. So you get a ton of people who get a table and set it up, and then you just kind of wander in and out of the tables and see what everybody's got.
Right.
Last year, Matthew found two Simpsons cars that I didn't even know they made, like little Hot Wheels cars,
Uh-huh.
brand new in the box. The guy, because it was Matthew buying them, he ended up selling them. They're like all three of them for like $5 or something. And then it turns out they're like totally discontinued items that you can't even find anymore. I mean, my
Oh,
kid played with them. We didn't put them aside to sell for making money or anything, but it was just one of those things we never would have found. So Bethany says she's in a city with an actual mall. It's DSD weekend. There's a pool and jacuzzi in our hotel. And then there's work to do. Choices, choices. Yeah. You know, you scrap a little, take a break, and enjoy the pool or jacuzzi. And I don't know. I don't know if I I don't know my feelings on malls anymore. I mean, sometimes they're fun, but the last one I was in was kind of obnoxious. It was
yeah.
Old Navy and like the token jewelry store. I think theirs was the Claire's. And then the token nice jewelry store, it had like three of those, like where you can buy fancy schmancy jewelry. Yeah. I was like, this is a mall now? And then a couple of stores aimed at teenager clothing. Like, I'm not wearing anything in that store. So I was very
Hmm.
disappointed. Our mall here is being redone into like a community center, which is pretty cool,
Oh,
I think. But so currently the only things that have been at the mall are the Bath and Body, the Dunham's Sports Store, which is like any mall sports store, and
right.
then like the Mexican restaurant and the burger joint, and then they have a pretzel store inside. So I'm like, I love that there's like three little things, three little food joints, and then like your token sports store, your token
Right.
Bath and Body, and oh, I think they might have. Do they have a Yankee Candle? I don't even think we have a Yankee Candle actually. Maybe we do, but I don't think we do because we have an outlet mall, which are not outlets anymore, by the way, really. But we have an outlet mall at the next exit, so I don't know if that counts though. Do outlet malls count as malls? Because they're kind of not really the mall,
Right.
but I know some people do. You know what, Jen? I will say that Mall of America is the one mall that I do still want to go visit because it's always been something I've wanted to do since I was a kid. She says she likes it dressed up for Christmas. It's pretty much the only time she goes.
Mm.
Bethany says she'll be disappointed if she doesn't go to the mall. I think that's to the mall. Monica hates malls. Kathy says DSD scrapping. What other choice is there? None.
None.
Kim hasn't been to a mall
And
in
yeah.
years. Bethany hasn't been to one in forever. Jen says to come stay with her when I go to Mall of America. Yeah. Do you have outlet stores near you, Cheryl? They seem to be
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah. I do.
I'm always
Uh,
disappointed because they're never what I want them to be.
right. Okay, let's see. What do I have to fill now? Oh, I need to grab a paper for that. Da, 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 da.
Michelle says she just goes to the mall if there's something specific she's looking for that might be there. She's been about 2 times since the pandemic. My son wanted to go to the mall because, you know, when you watch TV, kids still go to the malls. Bye, Monica. Thanks for coming. She has to
Bye.
go. Probably more softball. I don't know. But you know, because in the TV shows, all the kids go to the mall. Like, you go to the mall and hang out, right?
Right.
So Matthew's like, I want to go to the mall. Like, oh, are you sure? Like, there's nothing there. Like, why do you want to go to the mall? And he's like, I want to go to the mall. And so finally one day I was like, okay, let me just take you to the mall. And so we walked around the mall and he's like, this is a mall.
He didn't
Like,
even know
yeah,
what it
honey,
was.
they're not what they show on TV anymore. I'm sorry.
Like, no.
It's not what you're used to. Kelly says they have an outdoor mall that she goes to occasionally, but the indoor one is dead these days. Yeah. I'm just excited that they're not just leaving our mall dead, like just letting it be dead, that they're actually changing it to be something. Like this
Right.
community center should hopefully be a positive thing. We'll see. We'll
Ooh,
see.
dude, that came in big.
That came in huge.
I don't
That
know
was
why it does that
impressively large.
sometimes. I don't know why it does that sometimes, you know?
I know. It's weird.
Oh no.
It always makes me think. So when my mom did a scrapbook page, like one of the first ones she ever did, she brought in something, and it's funny, I think it actually was from Bella Gypsy too, but she brought in this little cool coin look, and it dropped on her page like huge, because, you know, it does that sometimes. And she's like, I kind of like that. And she just left it. So
Yeah.
she had this like little coin blown up to almost a 12 by 12 size. But it ended up looking really cool in the end because of the way she did. And she like layered over top and it was pictures of Greece and stuff. But it was just really funny that I was like, oh, fun mistake. It worked. Renee says there used to be two big malls 15 miles from her. One is now a parking lot, and the other has lost two of its 4-acre stores. She wants to go to Penny, she'll go there, but not the actual mall. Kelly says the one that was big and fancy growing up got torn down a few years back, and they built a Trader Joe's, an amphitheater, Topgolf, and REI. At least they've done something with the space. Like I was looking at a picture, I don't even know how I ended up looking at the picture, but it was like, I want to say somewhere in Oklahoma maybe, and it was look at this really cool neighborhood, and then 20 years later in I think it was like 1980 or something, they had torn down the neighborhood and put up the mall, so it was this great big parking lot with this mall in the middle. And then they showed it now, and it's got like 5 cars in the parking lot, and the mall is just like crumbling, and there's hardly anything there. And I'm like, that is such a weird, like, almost take on what this town has become, you know, because you're
Right.
like, you had this neighborhood and then it became a mall and now it's nothing and it's just sitting there. Completely, Bethany. Paved paradise and put in a parking lot. Yeah. Yep, turning a mall into a parking lot. No, it's not turning the mall in. It's turning the woods into a parking lot. Renee says the parking lot is for Regal Cinemas that was built on the edge of the property. Oh, the one of the big malls that's now the parking lot. Yeah. We have a little cinema that we go to. I haven't been to a big one since I moved here, actually. Now that I think about that, I was like, Regal Cinemas, we don't have a Regal Cinemas. And I was like, we don't have, oh wait, we have an AMC, but I never go. I always go to the little independent theater instead. It's like, is that TV? No, that's real life. I can hear all these sirens all of a sudden. But so there's a tree across the street from me that's turning colors, Cheryl. It's like
Yes.
beautiful red, but I'm also like, it's too early. I'm not ready.
Oh, we've had some nice, cool weather, and it's just been fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
so Megan said most of the stores have left her mall. None of them can afford the rent, apparently. Yeah, that's what happened. Or they just don't get enough business anymore. She says they moved a haunted house into one of the malls in her city. Now that
Oh,
sounds kind of cool. I mean, obviously short term, but still kind of cool. Renee says they lost the AMC cinemas that were in the mall when it was torn down, so Regal built a big complex. Ooh, she's going to do an October daily this year of the changing colors.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, Jen was 34 degrees a couple days ago. Like as your high or your low? She says lovely colors starting. Michelle's town has an old Regal cinema that's been there sometimes since before 2000. Then around 2010, they got a big set of movie theaters. Megan was on the phone with her husband. He didn't get the memo that it was DSD weekend. Next time, staple it to his forehead. Bethany says she's going to miss Paul so much. Oh, that was the low. Okay. I was worried that you were already at that for a high. 55 is your high. Yeah, we had a week there where we had some chilly weather where it got down to like 43, 44 at night. But so that's part of the reason this one tree that it's changing. It's just funny because the other ones have not given up on like summer yet. But this one, and I don't know if it's the way that the light hits it, but it's got this branch that's been turning red now for like 2 weeks. So it's now fully red and dropping leaves. The rest of the tree is just barely starting to turn orangey. And the ones right behind it are still bright green. So it's that really pretty color. Bethany had frost on the windshield of her car the other morning. You won't miss that, right? Renee says they hit 38 at night the other day and 60 during the day. So she's cold. Michelle's getting Hurricane Ian remnants. Misses the sun. Oh, I'm sorry. Erin says her mall lost Sears, Penny, Macy's, and Bergner's. All that's left is Kohl's. Her husband thinks the city should take over one of the bigger stores and make a new branch of the library. That's a cool idea because the current one is super small and they have no space to expand. Yeah, that's actually a really cool idea.
All
And
right, I think we're done
Lisa
here.
says they're still hitting 90 for their highs. Wow. Megan's freezing, so she's eating ice cream. Michelle says she has DSD to occupy her, no plans outside. Yeah, that'll help you. The mornings are beautiful. That's nice. I mean, at least if your mornings are beautiful so you can enjoy part of the day, it makes it a little nicer. Bethany says it looks awesome. Betty Lou says they're expecting 85 today in Portland. Ooh. I think we're supposed to have 70 or 71. We are definitely in fall. Renee's cousins are cleaning up from Ian in Orlando area. Yeah. Cheryl was lucky and it went south and west of you?
East.
East. South and east of you. West. Never mind. I know my geography.
You're like, I do know what I'm talking about.
And in my head, I'm like, yeah, it went west. I'm thinking, and I'm picturing it going east and just saying west. Your voodoo cleaning worked.
Yay.
Megan says,
what's voodoo cleaning?
Yeah. Her mall has a JCPenney that shut down, but then somehow opened back up. And then, of course, Bath and Body and some shoe stores. Yeah. We don't even have a shoe store at our mall. We have a shoe store. Okay, so when I'm thinking mall, I'm thinking like the actual big malls. Like we have little strip malls, but I'm not counting those because I think most places still have the little strip malls. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So our shoe store is actually at a little strip mall, and we're actually getting a Burlington coat factory by it. Kathy says she's on the other side of the world. They missed spring and went straight to summer, and it's 29 degrees Celsius, which is hot. Is that about, what is that? 84 Fahrenheit. I'm like, I think that's around 80, but it's higher. It's 84. Yeah, I hate missing spring. That's always disappointing. All the talk about malls. Kelly's daughter just asked to go to the outdoor mall today, and since it's her birthday, she has to go. Oh, it'll be okay. It'll give you a break. Walk your legs out and then come back and scrap some more, right?
Oh, this is fabulous. I like this. This really turned out nicely.
I like it. I like the bright colors. It's very happy, very excited.
Yay. All right. I just think I need a little custom shadow on a couple
Well,
of things.
she does make it look easy, but as a reminder, you could completely copy this layout if you wanted and scrap lift it, because
Yeah.
that template that she used was a free in her newsletter. If you get her newsletter, you
Yeah.
might have to hit see more at the bottom, but it's at the bottom of the newsletter. And then you've got all of the free with purchases you can go grab if you're shopping in the store, and you'll have it all. You can just copy it. Oh, that makes sense, Kelly. She may have to be MIA, spend time with the newly 18-year-old while she still wants to. Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
ya.
Yeah. That's
You got it.
infrequent.
You got to take those days while they'll still give them to you.
They're stingy. Stingy.
And don't leave just yet, because when we stop the recording, we have a little present.
Oh, I'll go ahead and do that because this is just custom shadows that I've done a cajillion times in
Okay.
my live sessions. So let me save that before I forget and move over here.
What are you doing with the circle? The one with the journaling spot? Is that what you mean, Kathy?
Oh, I was
No,
doing
the
a
shadow.
custom
Oh,
shadow.
she's custom shadowing. She'll show it to you in just a second. She's just stopping the recording first.
All right, hold on just a second.